Lord Kapila. Lord Kapila, Srimad Bhagavatam, who is none other than Krishna himself. So none other than Krishna himself, Srimad Bhagavatam. There are 10 subject matters in Srimad Bhagavatam, 12 cantos, and from there, Sri Kapila Uvacha, 3rd canto. That's what we have been receiving, the mercy from Sri Kapila. So there, Lord Kapila has, when Mother Devahuti asked about the toils, the plights of a human being, so Lord Kapila was elaborating the plights of a jiva in the womb of a mother, and after the jiva comes out. So plight of a materialistic person. It's not just materialistic person, the plight of a materialistic mind, the plight of a materialistic life, the plight of a life where Krishna is not a priority. So that Lord Kapila has described on the first day, and yesterday Sri Prahlada took over from there. And so we've been hearing from Sri Prahlada since yesterday. So there, going back to Lord Kapila, when Mother Devahuti asked this question, that I am in miseries, I am bombarded with senses, and I am miserable. I feel miserable. And the reason for that misery is aham mameti. Yes, Bhagavan. So would you please dispel this aham mameti very beautifully? Mother Devahuti asked, what do I do to get bhakti? No, would you please dispel aham mameti? It's the Guru that dispels aham mameti. It's the Guru that dispels aham mameti. So aham mameti is a rope that binds us to the Brahmanda. Guru is the rope that binds us to Krishna. So if we are not bound with the rope of Guru to Krishna, we are bound with the rope of aham mameti to Brahmanda. So that's why Sri Kapila said, Prasangamajaram pashamatmano kavayogda. So you better be bound with the rope called Guru to Krishna. So that we heard it as Raga Bhakti. Then Raga Bhakti is attachment to a Sadhu Guru. If we are not attached to Sadhu Guru, by default, what are we attached to? Aham mameti. That gives misery. So it's our choice. Free will. Jiva has a free will. You want to be attached to your mind, aham mameti, or you want to be attached to, you want to get tied up with the rope that ties you to Krishna. Free will. Jiva has the free will. Whatever reasons one might want to give, they can give. No problem. Free will is there. So that is Raga Bhakti. Then Mother Devahuti, she asked, what if somebody is so unfortunate that they don't realize that if they're not bound to Krishna with this rope, merciful rope of Sadhu Guru, if they're so unfortunate, but they are inclined to be entangled with aham mameti, but they take up the devotion. So what would happen to them? Would you please say? Yeah. Then we heard Lord Kapila saying, when somebody takes up bhakti, once they start the process of bhakti, Lord Kapila told us, he has bestowed the knowledge of bhakti in different gunas. There we heard, even though our bhakti is tainted with violence, violence to self or violence to others, even though our bhakti is tainted with thirst for fame, recognition, even though our bhakti is just going on only for peace, yeah, bhakti doesn't stop. Bhakti should not stop, because that is the saving grace. So there we heard, how we should have utsaha nischaya dhairyat, the faith, the patience, and determination. For all those three things, sadhu sangha is the key. Just to be with the Vaishnavas. Everything that is needed in bhakti, from beginning till the end, will come. Just to be with the Vaishnavas. Be with the Vaishnavas where Acharyavani rules. Where Acharyavani rules, be in that Vaishnava. That's very potent. The Acharyas will just pull us through. So that's what we heard, sadhana bhakti. And then sadhana bhakti, after that is the raga bhakti. So, and there was a question in this regard. Does raga bhakti come after sadhana bhakti? Again, I'm bringing this point, dear devotees. Sadhana bhakti means you hear about Krishna, you do for Krishna, okay, and you talk about Krishna. Yeah, Nama. Take the Nama of Krishna. Very important point, dear devotees. It is in your hands. How sooner this mechanical or only external bhakti, how sooner do you want that to be raga bhakti is in your hands. And this is the point. The point is this. The sadhana bhakti, which consists of the seva, Krishna Katha, Krishna Nama, when they are done, when they are seen as prasada from a raga bhakta, and when they are honored, like that when bhakti goes every day, like that when bhakti goes all day, very soon you will see, very soon we will see that it is not just bahya bhakti anymore. Because only Cheshta Rupa Bhakti will not lead to the raga in the heart. Lord Krishna already said, right? Abhyasa yogena yukta mam icchantam tanujaya. Two things are there. External action and internal connection. Very important. External actions cannot just go on autopilot mode. Every time I do an external action in bhakti, I pray for internal connection. That internal connection is through Guru. It's very natural, it's clear. Yeah, the external service that is given is because of the mercy of my Guru. Yeah, so that thing in the heart, when they should be coupled, bhakti should go on like that, coupled, external with internal attachment and gratitude to Krishna Kripa Shri Murti, who gave this bhakti. So this is not just sadhana bhakti. So this is not just bhakti based on Shastra. Bhakti based on Shastra is only this. You do things externally. But the bhakti that is given to us is a raga bhakta has given this prasada. So when our bhakti happens like this every day, the internal aspect gets augmented. The internal bonding with Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. Each day, every time we are doing bhakti outside, inside, there is a drop of raga, a drop of raga, a drop of attachment to the giver of Krishna. That increases. So bhakti should go on like this. Even from day one, from now, like that. So how particular that I am, that my bhakti should go like this every day. That will decide how spontaneous your bhakti will be, how spontaneous our bhakti will be. Bhakti will become very spontaneous, dear devotees. We cannot underestimate that. This, the giver of Krishna Kripa, they are very potent. Their mercy is very potent. So they have to go on inside us. They propel the bhakti. That is very important. So that is the answer. Now, sadhana bhakti, does sadhana bhakti lead to raga bhakti automatically, or do have to wait for until I finish the sadhana bhakti and then the raga bhakti starts? Like this. Yeah. A mustard seed, a little bit in the beginning, a theoretical connection in between, a come and go faint connection in between, and then that will become a little thread, a continuous thread. And when it is continuous thread, then it becomes a fabric, more thicker, and then it becomes a cloth, and then it will just become a world, like that. Yeah. So that's why we shouldn't put raga bhakti thinking that it is on shelf. It just simultaneously grows. So we don't come to a judgment or something in regards to raga bhakti, because it's not black and white like that. Okay. So that we heard from Lord Kapila. Yeah, that's about yeah, see. Then Satam prasangam mama miri samvidu. This element has to always be within us as we do the bhakti. Because from this element, all the changes happen. Satam prasangam mama virya samvidu. Bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana kathaham. Tajjoshanada pavarga. Tajjoshanada sau apavarga patmani. Shraddha Ratir Bhaktir Anukramishyati. This part. Okay. All that from Lord Kapila we heard. And when the bhakti is going like that, with this internal element, connection with Guru Krishna Kripa Shri Murti, when the bhakti is going like that, when it comes to Ruchi Asakti like that, then we heard what happens, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, all that. We heard that yesterday. So that's all from Lord Kapila. And from Sri Prahalada yesterday, right? So Prahlad Maharaj is continuing now. Now we will go to Veda base. We will bring it up. And dear devotees, if you want to put it on pen and paper, please do so. Whatever helps you to reinforce that, to help you to form a samskara within. When Prahlad Maharaj is saying something, it should go as a strong samskara to such an extent that we should start seeing like that. So whatever helps you, jotting down or whatever helps you, you may please do so. So Shri Prahlad Vacha, what did we hear yesterday? And that we will summarize, and then we will continue with what Prahlad Maharaj continues to teach us. And dear devotees, one good thing is This is a little, what do you say, a little trailer for an upcoming Srimad Bhagavata, Srimad Bhagavatam, transcendental world, transcendental world of Bhagavatas with Bhagavan, Srimad Bhagavatam. Isn't that so? Transcendental world of Bhagavatas with Bhagavan. That's Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is a little trailer. This Saptah Bhagavata Katha, Shri Prahlada Uvacha, that started yesterday. We will have only like what? This is already the 4th day. We will have only 3 days. But now that we got a taste of it, this is what we will do after Chaitanya Pravaha. Chaitanya Pravaha will pause externally in January. So in February, from February on, we will be in this Bhagavatam with these Bhagavatas. And this is how we are going to do. Go to Veda ways. Each bit of it, we will honor. So we will take the prayers of the Bhagavatas from Srimad Bhagavatam, and that will be after the Chaitanya Pravaha. So what we have now is a little taste of it. So please do not be disappointed that it is ending. It will end in next 3 days, 4 days, like that. So that's why we are not rushing. We want to recap what Sri Prahlad Maharaj said yesterday. And then after that, we will continue to hear from him. Okay. So I'm going to go to Veda base. Dear devotees, let me bring up that one. Veda base. Veda base. Shri Prahlada Uvacha. Yeah. I'm going to share this with you. Yes, dear devotees. Shri Prahlada Maharaj. So, let's take in the advanced view. Yes, please. Yeah. So I'm just going to summarize, like 1.1 sentence summarization of what Sri Prahlada said yesterday. First one is human body. Human life is rare, precious, and it is to be used for devotional service. Prahlad Maharaj is instructing us. These are the instructions from Sri Prahlada Maharaja, Srila Prabhupada, to us. Instruction means it should happen. So, first thing, the body, human body, is exclusively meant for seva. Seva for Bhagavan. Human body is exclusively meant for seva. Bhagavat seva. That's first thing. And second point is seva to Bhagavan is very natural because Bhagavan, Lord Krishna, is our most beloved. The only Preeti Vastu is Lord Shri Krishna. Everything that is existing is Lord Krishna's. Only Preeti Vastu is Lord Krishna. Okay. Because Bhagavan, Lord Shri Krishna, is the most beloved one, because he is the master, he is our master, and because he is well-wisher of all living entities, it is very natural for us to offer seva to Bhagavan with this body. It's very natural. And next, if the senses are pulling and saying something else, other than Bhagavat Seva, if the body is being utilized for anything else, like sense gratification, mind gratification, any gratification other than Krishna's satisfaction is sense gratification. So, when do not waste time for sense gratification to give some enjoyment for this body. Enjoyment for the body, enjoyment to the body or trouble to the body will come anyway. Even if you put time, your effort in this enjoyment, it will come anyway, sense gratification, if it has to come. And pain to the body also will come anyway, inevitably. So do not put your time, your effort on sense gratification of this body, but use the body for the seva, setting the priorities. Priority is Krishna. Anything else other than Krishna cannot be a priority. They are only needs. They are not priorities. Maintaining the body is a need. Earning money is a need. Sending the food to the body is a need. So, setting the priorities. So, setting Krishna as our priority. Why like that? Why should? It is should. Why should Krishna be our priority? If Krishna is not priority, if something else or someone is our priority, then the fear and anxiety does not go away, only grows. Yeah, there is no satisfaction. If a person or a thing or money or anything of this world, if we spend time and our effort in accumulating something from this world, including money, or on a person, then thinking that there will be security, there will be happiness, there will be satisfaction by procuring a person or a thing from material world does not take away our anxiety. It only increases the anxiety. It only increases the fear. There will be no satisfaction. There is no assurance. There is no security. If Krishna is not a priority. If Krishna is priority, there is full satisfaction. There is no fear. There is no anxiety. And we are fully assured. That's why Krishna should be a priority. Everything else in life is just a need. Krishna is the priority. Everybody else, they belong to Krishna. They are not the priorities. Krishna is the priority. They belong to Krishna. Like that, setting the priorities right. Krishna is the priority. And attachment, right? The highest goal of life. Again, setting the priority, right? And the purpose. What is our purpose? When Krishna is the priority, purpose is also. When the Krishna is our priority, when Krishna is our goal, what is our priority? What brings us, what keeps us with Krishna? That will become the priority. Krishna Again, the goal and priority and the journey, everything in bhakti is Krishna. Bhakti. Yeah. So setting the priorities and making that priority not just the goal at the end of the life or sometime to be accomplished. As we heard, in bhakti, journey and goal is the same. Journey happens every moment. So the priority is cherished every moment. Not achieved, it is cherished every moment that we heard. Next, how much time is left for us to set the priority and to cherish our priority? Krishna, how much time is left over? Srila Prahlada Maharaj said, if you are born now, and if you think you are going to live 100 years, you have only 10 years. We saw the calculation, we heard the calculation yesterday. So 10 years. Now we can do our calculation math. So for somebody who is already 50 years old, and then it is only 5 years like that. This should bring spiritual urgency within us. Spiritual urgency is wanting to cherish our purpose at all times. Wanting to cherish our purpose at all times. At all times. That's spiritual urgency. Okay. And there was, attachment to the family life. When there is no Krishna in between two family members, even externally, if we are doing devotion, if we are not seeing Krishna in between two family members or in between any two people, in our relationship with anybody, if we do not see Krishna in between, then that is an attachment. Attachment, raga, always leads to misery. So, having Krishna between us and the other person, that will be the source of auspiciousness for both. Having Krishna between us and the other person brings detached, loving service to them. And if there is no Krishna in between, it's just a matter of misery sooner or later. So having Krishna in between, in the relationship with the other person, having Krishna there. So Krishna in between two people. That's good for both. That's all. Okay, those are the main things that we have heard. And the last one was what Srila Prabhupada said. This Sri Prahlada Vacha was explained by Srila Prabhupada. This knowledge. My dear sons of demons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana is the original Super Soul, the father of all living entities. Consequently, there are no impediments to pleasing him. This is there, right? There are no impediments. Sri Prahlada. Right. Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the well-wisher and friend of all living entities, formerly explained this transcendental knowledge to the great saint Narada. Such knowledge is extremely difficult to understand without the mercy of a saintly person like Narada. So a bhakta explains us in a way. We will read Srila Prabhupada. This is the role of Bhagavan is there, but It is the bhakta that gives the mercy of Bhagavan. Yasya prasado bhagavat prasada. So this knowledge, Srila Prabhupada Vacha, this knowledge is an extremely confidential secret, but it can be understood if one approaches the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the bona fide agent, the spiritual master. And only then the confidential knowledge is revealed to us. Dear devotees, there is a difference between hearing and receiving. When something is received, it should cause realization. Yeah. That's why we just heard, right? Unless we see something as prasada, we don't receive it. When we receive it as prasad, then it gives realization. It comes in practice. So, the bona fide agent, the spiritual master, as sadhu guru, we receive from Guru. We receive prasada from Guru. We receive seva from Guru. We receive katha from Guru. We receive mercy from Guru. We receive nama from Guru. This is all prasada. When this is transcendental knowledge, it is confidential because confidential is rahasya. I mean, this is being broadcasted. The Bhagavatam, everybody is reading, everybody knows what is there in Bhagavatam. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What rahasya is there in that? Everybody is hearing, right? That is only hearing. There is no rahasya in hearing. But when hearing is causing the realization, that's when the secret is revealed to the hearer. The hearing, when it causes realization. That's why it is called rahasya, confidential knowledge. And when will that hearing cause realization? When the hearer is receiving what is coming in that mood, then it causes realization. Okay, that's from yesterday. And we will go. This is Sri Prahlada. The next one. This is instruction to the demonic schoolmates, exactly for us. Demoniac means one who doesn't want to bring Krishna in their thought naturally. One who doesn't want to accept Krishna. Though we are devotees, we have difficulty understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, demoniac means who doesn't accept Krishna as God. That is demonic mentality. So it's not that the demons only, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha has that mentality. When we are unable to comprehend that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then that is a demonic mentality. All of us, whoever has these modes within, then they're the mode of passion and ignorance, when they're predominating, then those living entities are called demons because they do not accept the supremacy of God. That's why these teachings are very relevant to us. That's why Prahlad Maharaj is coming to our level, talking about the body, about the senses. He's a Mahabhagavata. He doesn't have to talk about it, but he's talking to us. That's why Prahlad Maharaj's teachings are very much an awakening, an eye-opener for us. Okay, next one. So this is all about teachings to the... this is very good. Prahlad Maharaj, actually, dear devotees, Prahlad Maharaj, what we heard was just some instructions to his demonic schoolmates. After that, Prahlad Maharaj, he directly instructs to the king of the demons, the chief of the demons, that is Hiranyakashipu. And not only instruction, Prahlad Maharaja is speaking like that. We all know the Charita of Prahlad Maharaj. How much, how strong, how natural was his smarna, how deep was that no poison, no fire, nothing touched him, right? Where is this coming from? This much potency? This is clearly not something that Prahlad Maharaj started with sadhana bhakti. Where is this coming from? So that is actually, that's what this chapter speaks about. But even before that, it's very good if we can hear Prahlad Maharaja, what does he speak to Hiranyakashipu? That will be very nice. It blends with the sequence because Prahlad Maharaj just spoke with his demon friends. And what is he saying to his demon father? I'm trying to get to, yeah. So here, Prahlad Maharaja, saintly son of Hiranyakashipu, this is, okay, I think this is hiding here then. What he spoke to Hiranyakashipu. Okay, all right. Actually, this is the first thing that has happened. After Prahlad Maharaj, Shanda Amarkam, they take Prahlad Maharaj to Hiranyakashipu. And then Hiranyakashipu asks, okay, actually, Hiranyakashipu, when he sees Prahlad Maharaj, little Prahlad, oh my dear son, actually Hiranyakashipu had tears rolling down the cheeks, and he sits Prahlad on, he makes Prahlad sit on his lap, and with great affection, a fatherly affection to his son, says, Prahlad, what did you learn in Gurukul? I am very eager to hear from you. Can you tell me? We will actually hear from the mouth of Hiranyakashipu, and then we will hear what Prahlad Maharaj said. Okay, so let's directly go to the accepted, was already educated. Prahlad certainly heard and recited mind. Okay. When Prahlad spoke about the path of realization, when Hiranyakashipu's servants brought the boy back to Gurukula. So this already happened before this then. The saintly person of. So this is chapter 5. So let's go to saintly son. Okay. Yeah, this is actually very good. I'm glad we are here. This is even before. It is describing, dear devotees, Prahlad Maharaj. How is he Govinda Parirambita? He is, he is always embraced by Govinda. Our Haridas Thakur, though he was beaten up 22 marketplaces, how he was ecstatic when the how he was ecstatic even when the flesh is falling off and blood is oozing. Yeah. And how was Haridas Thakur when he heard the Nawab saying that when Nawab gives him death sentence, that he will be beaten up in 22 marketplaces, what did Haridas Thakur think? Immediately when he heard Nawab's words on death sentence, what did he think? Oh, look at this Daivi Maya. The illusion of Bhagavan is amazing. This Nawab is under the effect of Maya of Bhagavan. And that's why he's saying, he's asking me, he's ordering me to stop a Harinam. Haridas Thakur is thinking like that. In general, what would one think when there is death sentence? Immediately, it would be a different thought process. The fear and anxiety would come and the defense mechanism would kick in. And then all that is because of the modes. But Haridas Thakur was beyond the modes and Tattvadarshi. So he was seeing what was happening to him through the eyes of Tattva. Oh, here is the Shakti Tattva, the Maya Tattva of Bhagwan, the illusory energy. And this illusory energy has affected the Jiva, this Nawab. And that's why he's saying that I should not glorify Bhagwan, that is Bhagwan, Bhagavad Tattva. So he was a Tattvadarshi. He was not processing what was happening to him in terms of what is going to happen to my body, what is going to happen to my life. That is conditioned thinking. What is going to happen to my body, what is going to happen to my life is conditioned thinking. But the thinking of Haridas Thakura was a Tattvadarshi. Exactly like that, we will see what Prahlad Maharaj, what Prahlad Maharaj's response is when Shanda and Amarka is asking him. Okay, I'm just bringing Haridas Thakur also here. So we can see the parallels. Of course, Haridas Thakur as a Prahlad Maharaj. Right. Yes, please. Maybe we can take turns. Yeah, I think, yes, please. Dear devotees, if you want to take turns and start reading from, I think we can, Hiranyakashipu, the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. Okay, yes, please. 33. Difficult to draw. Let's do Hiranyakashipu has passed a long time. Let us offer our 22, 23. Yes, please, if you can take turns, dear devotees. Start reading. Let us offer our respectful obeisances. Is that okay? Shall we continue like that, dear devotees?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, please. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. My pranams to you.
Pranams, Prabhu.
Text 22-23. Let us offer our respectful obeisances onto that direction where the Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated, where those purified souls in the renounced order of life, the great saintly persons, go, and from which, having gone, they never return. Without sleep, fully controlling their minds, and living on only their breath, the predominating deities of the various planets began worshipping Krishikesha with his meditation.
Yes, actually, to understand what this one is, Hiranyakashipu, he was doing great tapas. And there's a lot of disturbance that is happening in the Brahmanda. So demigods are worried. His tapas is so great and that it is causing disturbance in the Brahmanda. So that's why, so everyone, including the rulers of the various planets, was extremely distressed because of the severe punishment inflicted upon them by Hiranyakashipu. This is after the tapas. Okay, we'll continue. Fearful and disturbed, unable to find any other shelter, they at last surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. So we just heard how they turned, their direction is now to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, and they're praying. Yes, please. Next one, 24. We can continue reading without pause, please. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Krishna, Mataji.
Go ahead, Mataji. Vrindavaneshwari Mataji, please.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving this opportunity to me. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
24, Ma. Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Then there appeared before them a transcendental sound vibration emanating from a personality not visible to the material eyes. The voice was grave as the sound of the cloud, and it was very encouraging, driving away all fears.
The voice of the Lord vibrated as follows: O best of learned persons, do not fear. I wish all good fortune to you. Become my devotees by hearing and chanting about me and offering me prayers. For these are certainly meant to award benedictions to all living entities. I know all about the activities of Hiranyakashipu and shall surely stop them very soon. Please wait patiently until that time. Next, continue, please. When one is.
When one is envious of the demigods, who represent the Supreme Personality of Godhead of the Vedas, which give all knowledge of cows, Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, and religious principles, and ultimately of me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he and his civilization will be vanquished without delay.
Yusna Mataji, please continue.
When Hiranyakashipu teases the great devotee of Prahlad, his own son, who is peaceful and sober and who has no enemy, I shall kill Hiranyakashipu immediately, despite the benediction of Brahma.
The great saint Narad Muni continued, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the spiritual master of everyone, thus reassured all the demigods living in the heavenly planets, they offered their respectful obeisances unto him and returned confident that the demon Hiranyakashipu was now practically dead.
Hiranyakashipu had 4 wonderful, well-qualified sons, of whom the one named Prahlada was the best. Indeed, Prahlada was a reservoir of all transcendental qualities because he was an unalloyed devotee of the personality of Godhead.
The qualities of Prahlad Maharaj, the son of Hiranyakashipu, are described herewith. He was completely cultured as a qualified Brahmana, having very good character and being determined to understand the absolute truth. He had full control of his senses and mind. Like the super soul, he was kind to every living entity and was the best friend of everyone. To respectable persons, he acted exactly like a menial servant. To the poor, he was like a father. To his equals, he was attached like a sympathetic brother. And he considered his teachers, spiritual masters, and older god brothers to be as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was completely free from the unnatural pride that might have arisen from his good education, riches, beauty, aristocracy, and so on.
Yeah, this one will go with the verse because these are the qualities of Sri Prahlada. This verse is a meditative verse. When we think of these Mahajanas and just by hearing the qualities that they carry, that itself will purify us. So this one, we will go with the verse. We'll try online. Brahmanya Sampanna Satyasando Jitendriyah Atmavat Sarva Bhutanam Ekapriya Suhruttamaha Dasavat Sannataryanggrihi Pitravat Dinavatsalaham Bhratravat Sadrishe Snigdho Gurushva Ishvara Bhavanaham Vidyartharupa Janmadhyo Manastamba Vivarjitaha. Beautiful. I think this, Prahlad Maharaj, Brahmanya Shila Sampanna. His character, Shila, Brahmanya Shila Sampanna. He is wealthy with the sampatti of these Brahmana qualities. What are the qualities that Prahlad Maharaja has? Satyasandho Jitendriyaha. Jitendriya. He has gained control over the senses, victory over the senses. Satyasandha, determined to understand the absolute truth. Satya Sandho, determined to understand the Param Satyam. And he had complete control over the senses, victory over the senses. Atmavat Sarva Bhutanam. In all the living entities, he was seeing the Supreme Lord. Is that right? Atmavat Sarva Bhutana. Yes. The one beloved, Eka Priya, Suhruta, Suhruttamaha. And he's the best friend of all living entities. Dasavat Sannataryangrihi. He was menial servant, Dasavat Sannataryangrihi. Always obedient, Dasavat, yeah. Like a menial servant, Sannata, always obedient. Aryangrihi, at the lotus feet of great persons. He was a menial. He was offering menial services to these great souls and was always obedient to them. Pitravat Deenavatsalaha. He was like a Pitra, father, for Deena, to the poor. So, like a father, Vatsala is like a child. So, he was like father to a child, very kind father to the child. Like a kind father to the child, Prahlad Maharaj was very kind to the poor, to Deena. Not poor people here. To Deena. Deena is who is somebody who is doing the yachana. Yachana is begging. Begging we just don't do only for money. We beg for mercy also. We beg for knowledge. We beg for mercy. Yeah. So Prahlad Maharaj was very generous to those who were very generous to give what he has. And Bhratravat Sadrishe, with the equals, he was like a brother. And Snigdha, Gurusha, very affectionate. This is Bhratravat Sadrishe Snigdho, yeah, this is all one. So he was very affectionate and brotherly like with equals. This is the key point here, dear devotees. Gurushva Ishvara Bhavanaha. For him, for Sri Prahalada, his guru, Narada Muni, is Ishvara. Here is my Bhagavan. When he sees Narada Muni, when he thinks of Narada Muni, here is my Bhagavan, Acharya Bhagavan, Guru Shvishwara Bhavanaha. Then, of course, Vidyardha Rupa Janmadhyo Manastamba Vivarchitaha. This Manastamba Vivarchitaha will not happen without this Guru Shvishwara Bhavanaha. Manastamba Vivarchitaha is let go the pride, let go the impudence. No pride, no impudence. Completely free of pride and impudence. So these are the qualities of Sri Prahlada Maharaj. Dear devotees, please, maybe 3 of you from these qualities, or all of you, you may please, Sri Prahlada Maharaj qualities, we heard it right. one thing that you quickly want to say, reflect in regards to the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. After that, we will pause. So all of you, you may please take turns, dear devotees. Those are the qualities.
Gurushva Ishvara Bhavana.
Yes.
Considering the Guru as Bhagavan.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, dear devotees, please go on, one after the other. For our own reinforcement.
Bhadravatsala Sadrisha.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Yes, dear devotees. And please know there can be repetition. There can be repetitions.
Gurushva Ishvara Bhavanaha.
Gurushva.
Again.
Yes. And your own word, your own thought on that.
Considering Guru to be none other than Bhagavan himself, the mercy of Bhagavan, when it is personified, it takes on a form as Guru.
That's your reflection, understanding for Sri Prahlada Uvacha. Gurushva Ishvara Bhavanaha. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else, dear devotees?
Manastambha Vivarjitaha.
Manastamba Vivarjitaha.
No false ego.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Jitendriyaha, fully controlling the senses and
Jitendriyaha. Okay, Mataji.
no sense of gratification.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else, dear devotees?
Dasavat Mataji, being a menial servant.
Dasavat Sannataryanggrihi. So, menial servant to the great personalities, elders. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Tali. Good. Thank you.
Satya Sandaha, determined to understand the absolute truth.
Satya Sandho. Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Bhratravat Sadrishe Snigdho.
Bhratravat Sadrishe Snigdho. Thank you. Yes, next, please.
Atmavat Sarva Bhutanam, equal to all, like himself.
Atmavat Sarva Bhutanam. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams.
Pranams. Yeah, please. What from Prahlada Uvacha do you want to reinforce in yourself, Deepshika Mataji?
You are muted, Mataji. If you're
Yeah,
speaking.
I think muted.
Sorry, Mataji.
Muted.
I was just talking on mute. Sorry, Mataji. So, Mataji, my point was Manastambha Vivarjitaha.
Manastamba Vivarjitaha. Thank you.
Mataji,
Yes.
free from pride of the good education, good family upbringing, everything good. And that makes you go on top of, everything. Like, you feel that, oh, I have everything. So
Bubble.
that pride,
Bubble.
yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Manastamba Vivarjitaha.
Free
Thank
from.
you, Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Gurusva Ishvara Bhavanaha.
Guru Shvishwara Bhavanaha. What are your words on that, Prabhu?
He is the one who gives. Ishvara.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Guru Swayishwara Bhavanaha, surrender to spiritual master.
Guru Shvishwara. Okay.
Krishna Mataji, Satya Sandho Jitendriyaha Mataji.
Satya Sandho Jitendriyaha. Thank you.
Vidyartha Rupa Janmadhyo Mataji.
Vidyartha Rupa Janmadhyo. Education, Artha, riches, Rupa, beauty, Janma, aristocracy or nobility. Vidyartha Rupa Janmadhyo Manastamba Vivarjitaha. Has not considered any of these things. Yes, Tali, thank you. So they go together, Nana. Vidyartha Rupa Janmadhyo Manastamba Vivarchitaha. Though there is Vidya, education, Artha, wealth, Rupa, beauty, great birth, not being proud of these so-called great things. So Vidyartha Rupa Janmadhyo Manastamba Vivarchitaha. Yes, Tali, thank you. All right, Didi. Yeah, anybody else? Somebody saying something?
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Tali. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so that's Sri Prahlada. Brahmanya Shila Sampanna Satya Sandho Jitendriyaham Atmavat Sarva Bhutanam Eka Priya Suhruttamaham Dasavat Sannataryangrihi Pitravat Dina Vatsalaham Bhratravat Sadrishe Snigdho Gurushvishwara Bhavanaham Vidyartharupa Janmadhyo Manastamba Vivarjitaha. The entry of Sri Prahlad Maharaj. That's how Prahlad Maharaj enters into the scene. So that's the Sampanna of Prahlad Maharaj. Sampatti. Okay. I think, yes, please, we can continue now. This way we can do that. So that's Sri Prahlad Maharaja qualities. And any other three devotees, please take turns one after the other without pause. Please read. No? Although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of Asuras, he himself was not an Asura, but a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. Unlike the other Asuras, he was never envious of Vaishnavas. He was not agitated when put into danger, and he was neither directly nor indirectly interested in the fruitive activities described in the Vedas. Indeed, he considered everything material to be useless, and therefore he was completely devoid of material desires. He always controlled his senses and life air, and being of steady intelligence and determination, he subdued all lusty desires. Somebody please continue, just like that. No rush, just like that.
O King, Prahlad Maharaj's good qualities are still glorified by learned saints and Vaishnavas. As all good qualities are always found existing in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they also exist forever in his devotee, Prahlad Maharaj.
Wonderful, like that. Other devotee, please. Somebody.
In any assembly where there are discourses about saints and devotees, O King Yudhishthira, even the enemies of the demons, namely the demigods, what to speak of you, would cite Prahlad Maharaja as an example of a great devotee.
Some other.
Who could list the innumerable transcendental qualities of Prahlad Maharaj? He had unflinching faith in Vasudeva, Lord Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, and unalloyed devotion to him. His attachment to Lord Krishna was natural because of his previous devotional service. Although his good qualities cannot be enumerated, they prove that he was a great soul, Mahatma.
All three of you, dear devotees, Nitai Gunmani Prabhu, Raskriti Mataji, and Vrindrani Mataji. You please, three of you, take turns. Yes, Prabhu, 37.
From the very beginning of his childhood, Prahlad Maharaj was uninterested in childish playthings. Indeed, he gave them up altogether and remained silent and dull, being fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Since his mind was always affected by Krishna consciousness, he could not understand how the world goes on being fully absorbed in the activities of sense gratification.
Prahlad Maharaja was always absorbed in thought of Krishna, thus being always embraced by the Lord. He did not know how his bodily necessities, such as sitting, walking, eating, lying down, drinking, and talking, were being automatically performed.
Yeah, this one, the shloka is very wonderful. Asina paryatan asnan shayanaham prapiban bruvan nanu sandatta etani govinda parirambitaha. Govinda parirambitaha. Always embraced by Govinda. Shri Prahlad Maharaj. Govinda parirambitaha. Yeah. Whoever is the next, please, if you can read the translation. I mean, Srila Prabhupada. Both translation and purport, please.
Prahlad Maharaj was always absorbed in thought of Krishna. Thus, being always embraced by the Lord, he did not know how his bodily necessities, such as sitting, walking, eating, lying down, drinking, and talking, were being automatically performed. Purport: a small child, while being cared for by his mother, does not know how the needs of the body for eating, sleeping, lying down, passing water, and evacuating are being fulfilled. He is simply satisfied to be on the lap of his mother. Similarly, Prahlad Maharaj was exactly like a small child being cared for by Govinda. The necessary activities of his body were performed without his knowledge. As a father and mother care for their child, Govinda cared for Prahlad Maharaj, who remained always absorbed in the thoughts of Govinda. This is Krishna consciousness. Prahlad Maharaj is the vivid example of perfection in Krishna consciousness.
I don't want to change the screen. I don't want to move from here. This is Krishna consciousness. Govinda Parirambita is Krishna consciousness. Govinda Parirambita. Yeah. Next one, please.
Because of advancement in Krishna consciousness, he sometimes cried, sometimes laughed, sometimes expressed jubilation, and sometimes sang loudly.
Sometimes, upon seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Prahlad Maharaja would loudly call in full anxiety. He sometimes lost his shyness in jubilation and began dancing in ecstasy, and sometimes being fully absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. He felt oneness and imitated the pastimes of the Lord.
Sometimes feeling the touch of the Lord's lotus hands, he became spiritually jubilant and remained silent, his hair standing on end and tears gliding down from his half-closed eyes because of his love for the Lord.
Because of his association with perfect, unalloyed devotees who had nothing to do with anything material, Prahlad Maharaj constantly engaged in the service of the Lord's lotus feet. By seeing his bodily features when he was in perfect ecstasy, persons very poor in spiritual understanding became purified. In other words, Prahlad Maharaj bestowed upon them transcendental bliss.
Oh. Can you read that again, Prabhu, please?
Because of his association with perfect, unalloyed devotees who had nothing to do with anything material, Prahlad Maharaj constantly engaged in the service of the Lord's lotus feet. By seeing his bodily features when he was in perfect ecstasy, persons very poor in spiritual understanding became purified. In other words, Prahlad Maharaj bestowed upon them transcendental bliss.
Oh, Govinda, Govinda. I want to. Yeah. Raskrid Mataji, purport, please.
Apparently, Prahalad Maharaja was placed in circumstances in which he was always threatened by his father. In such material conditions, one cannot have an undisturbed mind. But since bhakti is unconditional, ahetuki apratihata, Prahalad Maharaj was never disturbed by the chastisements of Hiranyakashipu. On the contrary, the bodily symptoms of his ecstatic love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead turned the minds of his friends, who had also been born in atheistic families. Instead of being disturbed by the torments of his father, Prahalada influenced these friends and cleansed their minds. A devotee is never contaminated by material conditions, but persons subjected to material conditions can become spiritually advanced and blissful upon seeing the behavior of pure devotee.
Next one, please, Vrindarani Mataji.
Mataji, if you don't mind, I'll pause you because this verse we just read. If I can ask you a question over here, Mataji.
Actually, we are not going to, once, we will repeat the whole thing, Mataji. At 11:30 hai na, when we start back at 1 o'clock, whatever we have read, we'll read it again.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is no rush, but please go ahead. What's the question, ma? Yes, please.
See, here in this verse, it says, because of his association with perfect unalloyed devotees who had nothing to do with anything material.
Yes.
In my understanding, Narada Muni spoke the whole thing when he was in the womb.
Right.
Who is he associating with right now when they are saying because of his association with perfect unalloyed devotees, like he is in Hiranyakashipu's kingdom. Who is there that he's associating with? How to understand
Dear
that?
Mataji, you are limiting Guru Tattva to time, place, and circumstances. Once, it is like this. Once a seed is placed, seed is, it is placed in the ground, and when the water is put in, the seed grows. It's not that person who has, put the seed has to be there, constantly sit there. It grows. It is a spiritual things cannot be achedyoham, adahyoham. How to say, Mataji? When Narada Muni has instructed, I think, yes, we will come to the question. Okay, maybe? Yes, we will address this one. We will continue with the other three translations. And yes, we will get to this point and we will understand this better. It will be, it's more about the Guru Tattva and it's very wonderful, Mataji. It will give us, it will increase our understanding and will give a lot of hope. So yes, we will take this as discussion point when we come back at 1 o'clock.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you for the question, Mataji. Thank you. And what's the next one, please? The translation. Can read.
Yeah. My dear King Yudhishthira, the demon Hiranyakashipu tormented this exalted, fortunate devotee, although Prahlad was his own son.
Maharaj Yudhishthir said, O best of the saints among the demigods, O best of spiritual leaders, how did Hiranyakashipu give up so much trouble to Prahlad Maharaj, the pure and exalted saint, although Prahlad was his own son? I wish to know about this subject from you.
Actually, thank you, Prabhu. I think that we can pause there because this is good enough for our flow to go. Until then is fine. Yeah. So, dear devotees, thank you. Thank you, all dear devotees. Oh, it was a feast. Thank you. So, shall we pause now and then return back at 1 o'clock?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, for the Bhagavata feast. Yes, please. We will take questions. This will be there is no rush, and we will just, wherever we paused here, we will continue from there from 1 o'clock. Anything else, dear devotees, before we log off and meet again at 1 o'clock?
Mataji, I had the same question what Vindarani Mataji raised about the association.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you.
Mataji.
Actually, the question is so good. What I realized is, because this time is there in the back of my mind, I was just trying to stress. That question deserves good time and explanation, and we will do that in the next session. We will do that. Thank you. Thank you.
See you soon. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
you said right. Hari, dear devotees, see you all soon. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.